A Bluetooth. Minus enable Bluetooth. Minus enable pairing. Minus find a device for pairing. Minus enter the appropriate personal identification, number, PIN, code. Minus test connectivity. Think of Bluetooth as the digital handshake of the mobile world. It is the reigning champion of the personal area network, or PAN, whether a user is connecting a wireless headset, syncing a smartwatch, or transferring a file to a colleague's tablet. Bluetooth handles the communication over short distances using the 2.4 GHz radio frequency. For the CompTIA A+ exam, you are not just expected to know what Bluetooth is. You must know the exact, step-by-step sequence required to establish a secure connection. As a technician, if a user says, "My headphones won't connect," you must walk them through this specific 5-step pairing process to isolate exactly where the failure is occurring. Part 1. Enable Bluetooth. The first step is turning on the radio transmitter itself. By default, to save battery life, many users keep their Bluetooth radio turned off. When a user wants to connect a device, you must ensure the radio is powered and ready to transmit. The toggle. On a mobile device, this involves swiping down to access the control center or quick settings and tapping the Bluetooth icon or navigating into the main settings menu. The radio state. As a technician, you must remember that airplane mode overrides this toggle. If airplane mode is active, turning on the Bluetooth toggle might not work, or it might turn on only the Bluetooth radio while keeping Wi-Fi and cellular disabled. Always check the main radio state first. Part 2. Enable Pairing Discovery Mode. Turning on Bluetooth does not automatically connect you to everything in the room. That would be a massive security risk. Instead, Bluetooth requires an intentional introduction between two devices. This is called pairing. To pair a new accessory, like a wireless speaker, the accessory must be put into discovery mode, sometimes called pairing mode. The broadcast. When a device is in discovery mode, it actively shouts its identity, its MAC address, and a friendly name into the surrounding airwaves, saying, "I am here and I am looking for a partner." The physical action. On most accessories, enabling this mode requires a physical action from the user. You typically have to press and hold the power button or a dedicated Bluetooth button for 3 to 5 seconds until an LED indicator light begins to blink rapidly. Security. A device only stays in discovery mode for a short period, usually 1 to 2 minutes. If it does not find a connection in that time, it stops broadcasting to prevent unauthorized users from attempting to connect to it. Part 3. Find a device for pairing. Once the accessory is shouting its identity, the mobile device must listen for it. The scan. When you open the Bluetooth settings menu on a smartphone or laptop, the operating system automatically initiates a scan of the 2.4 GHz frequency. The list. The mobile device will populate a list of all the friendly names it hears. Instead of showing the user a confusing alphanumeric MAC address, it will display a name like Sony headphones or Logitech mouse. The selection. The user taps the correct name on the screen to initiate the handshake. Part 4. Enter the appropriate PIN code. Because Bluetooth signals travel through the air and can pass through walls, you need a way to ensure you are connecting to the device sitting on your desk, and not the identical device sitting on your neighbor's desk. This is where the Personal Identification Number, PIN, comes into play. There are 2 different ways this happens, depending on the age of the hardware. One legacy pairing the default PIN. Older devices or devices without screens, like a basic wireless mouse or a cheap speaker, use a pre-programmed, hard-coded PIN. When you tap the device name on your phone, a prompt will appear asking for the code. As a technician, you should know that the vast majority of legacy devices use the exact same default PINs, 0 or 1234. If those fail, you must consult the accessory's physical manual. 2. Secure Simple Pairing, SSB. Modern devices with screens, like pairing a smartphone to a laptop or a phone to a car's infotainment system, use a much more secure method called numeric comparison. When you initiate the connection, both screens will display a random 6-digit number. The system asks, "Does the number on your phone match the number on the car screen?" The user physically verifies the numbers match and taps "Confirm" on both devices. This ensures that no one is intercepting the connection from the next room over. Part 5. Test connectivity. Once the PIN is accepted, the cryptographic keys are exchanged, and the devices are officially paired. They will now remember each other and connect automatically in the future without needing a PIN. However, a technician's job is not done until the connection is verified. You must test connectivity based on the specific profile the device uses. Audio devices. If it is a headset, do not just look at the screen to see if it says "connected." Play a video or an audio file on the mobile device. Does the sound come out of the headset, or is it still playing through the phone's internal speakers? If it's a headset with a microphone, make a quick test phone call to ensure the two-way audio profile is functioning. Input devices. If it is a keyboard or a mouse, open a blank text document and type a few letters, or wiggle the mouse to ensure the cursor moves smoothly without severe latency. Data transfer. If you paired two phones together, attempt to send a small photograph using Bluetooth file transfer to ensure the data pipeline is open. Troubleshooting the handshake. When this process fails, you will need to rely on standard A+ troubleshooting steps. Interference. Bluetooth shares the same 2.4 GHz frequency as older Wi-Fi routers and microwave ovens. If the pairing fails repeatedly, move to a different room. Clear the cache. Sometimes the memory of the connection gets corrupted. The best fix is to tap the device name in the menu and select "Forget this device." This deletes the cryptographic keys. You then start the pairing process over from scratch. Proximity. While Bluetooth has a theoretical range of about 30 feet, 10 meters, you should always hold the two devices right next to each other during the initial PIN handshake to ensure the strongest possible signal.